Hello and welcome again to Silver Gold TV, your one place for all silver and gold related news. Hey guys, this is one of my first lives. Don't really do this much. How's everybody doing? I want to talk about silver. See if we get something going here. How you doing out there? I'm here to talk about silver and what's going on in the silver world today. How you guys doing? I'm here to show off some cool stuff. These are silver liberteds. Let's see if we can get them focused. Look at that beautiful coin. Conversation's open to anybody that wants to talk about anything. Talking. I want to talk about the silver short squeeze and what's going on with that. These are some silver coins that I have. These are the Mexican liberteds, 1 troy ounce. Hard to get a good view of that. How's that look? Hello and welcome to Silver Gold TV, your one place for all silver and gold related news. Guys, I got a whole different perspective on the silver short squeeze that we were looking at. If you believe what's going on, these are the silver liberteds, Mexican coins, 1 troy ounce. It's really hard to focus on. But basically, I want to talk about the silver short squeeze and what's going on with silver today, and why it didn't do as well as people thought it would. I myself was one of the ones that thought for sure it was going to be on the opening bell on Sunday for for silver. I was actually on Silver Slayer live stream myself because I wanted to see it start off like a $30 or $40 spot price. I thought that was going to be a sure thing, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. Um, but I got some reasons why. Check out these coins. This is from San Luis Potosi. This is a very unique piece. It has a serial number on it. It was only distributed within Mexico for some time. The distributor does not mint these anymore. So this is a very unique piece. It's still within this box, original box. If you look for these on the internet, you will only find them outside of their original casing. You won't see them in the original casing anymore. This is the state of Mexico where it was minted. Look at that beautiful stuff. Isn't that beautiful? Well, but back to the topic in hand. Do you or do you not believe that the silver short squeeze was or was not real? That's a big one first. A lot of people say it wasn't real. Some people say the banks wanted to draw attention away from GameStop and other things like that. Well, I say it doesn't really matter whether or not it's real. The point is that it is as real as it's going to get for silver. It got a lot of these are proofs, as you can see. You can see the reflection. That's why it's probably hard to focus on. I think the camera has it backwards. Um, the silver short squeeze was an attempt by Reddit to do the same with silver as they did with GameStop, and it was a good attempt. But I think what went wrong is that they weren't aware of how silver works. and they weren't aware of how badly silver is really leveraged. For example, for GameStop, um, when they do shorts, you basically have one stock twice over. Like you buy it, and they could also sell it as a short. So each stock is leveraged times two. And silver, every ounce of silver contracts that are out there is actually leveraged by not by two, but it's leveraged by a lot more than two. It's actually leveraged by well over 1,000. I've heard upwards of to 1,500 or more. So think about that. Last I checked, it was 1,000, but I'm sure it's more now. So for every one troy ounce that exists above ground, they have at least well over 1,000, but at least my verification of it, at least 1,000 of contracts on every 1 ounce. So basically, what I'm saying is, you managed to push up GameStop because it was 2 to 1, but this is very different animal when you're talking about it's 1,000 or more to one, and you really can't take delivery on it unless you have a lot of money, like you have a lot of stocks in it. That's the only way they would even consider delivery. I haven't heard anybody actually go through the process of delivery through through a paper market. I would love to see a blog that does that. I mean, I would do it myself, but I don't have more than enough to even consider delivery on the comics or on the trades, which would be amazing if we did. If we wanted to do something amazing, and it would be crazy if we did, if we somehow came together, pulled all the money together, and try to ask for delivery and be as a giant community of of silver stackers or whatever. And it is the cheapest silver you could get if you could actually get delivery on it, but it's not likely that they will even consider delivering it to you. Another reason why it's not a considerable delivery is because I don't know if you guys know, but there's other people that have tried this in the past. There were these brothers that I forget their name right now. They slips my mind, but they were playing the paper game, and they were pumping silver, and they were hoarding a lot of silver, and they themselves almost ended up in jail because of it, because the government just didn't want them to do it, basically. And basically, the rules will change as soon as we find a way around them. That's just how things are. That's why for me, silver is a commodity that I buy for when SHF, when when it hits the fan. That's why I buy silver. Because when you buy silver to flip it, it's complicated. But I'll tell you what, I do have a lot of silver, physical silver, and right now, if I called up my local vendor, since silver is going for like $40 online, that's a really high premium. I'm one of the only silver channels that I know, and I see a lot of silver channels, but I am literally one of the only silver channels that I am aware of that actually said buy silver in March when it was at like $14 and the premium was $10. So that you were purchasing silver for like 28, 27, 29. And unfortunately, a lot of people didn't listen. A lot of people said, "Oh, you're just pumping silver. You're not really a stacker, and this and that." So what I told them was, you make sure you want to pay the $10 premium, because premiums are going to get worse. And now here we are. Premiums are a lot higher now. The spot price is around 27 or 26, actually gone down, and you could buy an ounce of silver on JM Bullion for about $40 an ounce. That's if it's still available. That's if they're still willing to sell it. But $40 for 1 ounce, it's well over $10 premium. It's almost spot times two is what it's costing you, and that is retail value of silver. This is retail silver. When you talk about silver ounces made by American mints or Mexican mints, when you're talking about collectibles, all of this stuff carries a premium. Back in the day, before the government started printing and doing all of this new 40 guys, 40% of all American US dollars ever in creation have happened within the last 6 months. What does that tell you? That tells you that this is the only thing protecting your wealth. And personally, it has protected my wealth. I've only gotten rid of silver once in my life, and that's I always stack silver, but I've sold silver only once in my life, and that was to cover to pay off my car because I didn't want to pay the amount of money I was paying for my interest because I had really bad credit. See, since I handle cash, I don't really have a good credit at the time, so my credit score was really bad. So I ended up, believe it or not, buying a car 2 3 years ago, 2017, with an interest rate of 14.5. Yeah, you heard me right, 14.5 interest rate. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculously high, and that's basically what led me to sell off my silver and pay off my car, which was fine at the time. I paid it off, and now I've been stacking ever since. I haven't got rid of any of my silver. I've gone through some hard times myself this past year. It happens. Pandemic destroyed a lot of potential gains and losses in the world, but I ain't too worried. I ain't too worried. During March, a very smart play that this play could be a very good play today as well. That you really have to consider it if it's for you. It may or may not be for everybody. That's for sure. But check this out. In March, you could not find silver anywhere close to spot price. So what I ended up doing personally is I ended up buying silver stocks in multiple silver miners. I forget which ones I had at the time, but I had plenty, and most of those silver miners were doing really bad because silver spot price dropped. So what they were selling it at is silver spot price. That's what the silver spot price is for miners. That's before they actually turn it into any coins and get start getting premiums on it. Basically, that's what it's about. So they had a hard time doing that, right? So when you buy stocks when they were doing really bad, and then the silver spot price started coming back up, I doubled or tripled my money in those stocks. Um, Unfortunately for me, I didn't have a lot of money into the stock paper stocks of silver at the time because I am a very old school silver and gold stacker. And when I mean old school, I mean like old school. Like for example, I got some really nice pieces I'll show you. Like check this out. This is a Mexican coin for the year of 1985. Check this out. That's a 1985 Mexican Libertad. Look at that. You see that? Isn't that beautiful?